Hello. So the same music's still playing because I did that wrong. How are y'all doing? Nice to see you. I am doing well, thank you. How are you doing, Ace? I got an itchy nose though. Hi, Thonor. I don't know how to say it like that, but I did. So I got myself all sorted, right? And I know this is totally a girl problem, and Ace is going to be like, I don't give a fuck. But everything was all sorted, yeah? Evidently, I got ready too early because now everything's just gone. Annoyance of girliness over. Better than everyone, as I always... Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. How are you doing, Sonar? How is it going? I have a new redeem. I don't know if it works, though. I know how it's meant to work. Whether it works the way it's meant to or not. Still looks good to me. Oh, thanks. I'll pay you later. Right. So. What? I did the things, and I'm still going. And I have chocolate. Well, I am envious of the chocolate. I am. I have macaroni and cheese, water, and a cup of tea. In my new cup that Guy bought me. So, without further ado. Giant buttons. Giant buttons. We have giant buttons. Stop. Stop it. Stop. The fact I can hear my own voice in my head's horrible. I mean, I normally hear my voice in my head, but not like literally like that. But there's 5 different variations. I did a thing. That's the best. I'm going to work on the jump scare tomorrow, so I have a variety of jump scares that are louder than the one I've currently got. Because right now... Thanks. Because right now the only jump scare I've got that works is dicks. And it's not even a jump scare. It's fucking loud. I'm not saying that sentence out loud. Okay, I'm going to swap over to the game screen now before I get myself cancelled. Yeah, that one. That's fine. Hi there, Orman. How are you? I have that. I have that, so no. I can't remember which one it is. Where is it? Oh, is that one? Yeah. So it's really quiet. He's got 6 weeks for recovery. Oh, bless. Was it a fracture or something, or is it just a really bad sprain? Ooh, the Festive Holiday... No. Oh yes, the Astera Fest and the Holiday Joy Fest are now open. You gotta go in settings and blast that shit. Well, that is actually the loudest I can make that sound. So what I'm gonna do is use my sound recorder I've got on my phone and just blast it through the speakers I now have attached to this computer, which are meant to be surround sound speakers for a house. I may even do it so them on, just piss my neighbours off. Fracture on his upper arm. Oh gosh. Well, I was going to say it could have been worse, but fractures aren't exactly nice. I hope he heals quickly. Oh, we've got a joyful ticket and some winter tickets. We got a lot of joyful tickets and some winter tickets. But yeah, I had blasted it. Like, I've got these in now, so I don't have to have headset on. And I sound like I'm shouting, sorry. So I'm able to like turn it up really loud with the hope that I was going to jump. But I blame Cyber Streams because he gets jump scared left, right, and centre, and I've kind of got accustomed to just randomly hearing like zombie screams in my head. Kid never learns. Maybe one day. I'm gonna be in and out. I'm using you as a body double to do shit. Fair. 100% fair. Look at the pig! I cannot wait to get clothes for this thing. Hey girl! How you doing? Just been talking about with your ears burning. Got the pig! Do you know what? I'm going to take the pig over here this time. Change my mind. Hello, Gracel. How are you? Oh, something gotta hope. Never. Never. You get some shouties on the go. It wants a kiss. I don't care. I'm a lady. We don't do such things.
Okay. There we go.
Yes, well, actually,
My day was good, thank you very much. I'm glad you're doing well.
Who's spotting me? A is for private eye.
It is for private eyes only.
Yes, I pressed the button that it told me to, and it's not. Oh, fucking fuck. Right, okay. Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm dead. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Hey, babe.
Fuck!
What are you doing here? Wait, what?
My sibling, everyone. What are we doing in game today? Oh no! Why didn't it work for you? We will try again later. Make it work. Like twins. Well, the lovely use of language is a family trait. What can I say? Hang on. Sorry, I will answer your question. Honest. We are going to Elder's Recess because we just opened that last time we were here. Somehow it never works, but I'll get it to work. I will, and you are very welcome for the shout out. And I don't know what we're doing in Elder's Recess. Oh.
Oh, so annoying.
Oh, I'm going here.
I got it! Someone clip that, please!
Evidently someone was kind enough to do so. Right. What have I got? Oh, heavy gun. Well, I'm going to change that. Because I can. Right, we need that. We don't need that. That can swivel. Respectfully. Of course. Da 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 da.
Enemy slain.
What weapon do I want to go for though? I can't recolour my gear yet. Be right back. No problem, my dear. You're welcome. Oh wait, no, I can recolour my gear. Can I? I can't remember. Yes, I can. Do you know what one I like once you get? I know I haven't got it yet, but you can get the one that fluctuates in colour. I forgot I could. I was thinking of the fluctuating colour one. But that gear's poop. Hang on, if we do that... And then... I made it black and red. I mean, that's fair. See, it would be better if I had different gear. I kind of want that. I don't know. Because the length of the chest gear on this... Oh, no, it's going to be nice. Okay. I might be able to kind of make it panda-ish-y. Ish-y. You know what I mean. Fine. Shh. That's best I'm doing. That's as pandery as I can get. God, why is that so difficult to say? Pandery. Right, change equipment. Until anyone requests their own equipment, I'ma go dual blades. Because it's easy. Ooh, it's that or I go obnoxiously pink. Thank you for the luck, Mr. Maxwell. I appreciate you greatly. Right. Did I put everything? See, it doesn't work for Mr. Maxwell either. I'm going to be having words. And they're not going to be nice ones. Okay. So we need to go to Elder's Recess, which is where all the cool monsters are. Except for one of my favourite monsters, which just so happens to be in the wastes. But we'll get that later, it's fine. The only time I've ever been called scrawny in this game. I love that cat. I've been using the Thunder Longsword. Ooh, we have one of those. Well, we have the Toby Kadashi one. Now is not the time to go into a stary. If I end up looking a bit glaky, you will have to forgive me. I've been disassociating a lot and I don't know why. There we go. Hello, Mirage. How are you? And you're welcome. And so am I. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Ooh, I need a drink. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The uber realistic food in this game is it's so good, isn't it? Oh my goodness. But today, I was a little avowed. Oh, Cyber's been playing that. It's really good. Are you enjoying it? I don't like the spiders. Nope. No surprise to anybody in chat there. Okay.
Sense now. Get those legs moving. You've got monster hunting to do.
All right. God. There's nicer ways to ask people to do shit, you know. Rude. Oh, you'll have to bear with us because I absolutely hate it when the Titan boss mess. So that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Yep, that'll do. Oh, sorry. Evidently the volume... Oh, I didn't turn that back up. Sorry, loves. That's the wrong one. That's the one I want. So, evidently the volume on my laptop's not as quiet as I first thought, because I was just like, the fuck was that? Had to stop. Little man woke up. That's fair. It does look really good, though. Right, so... Sight all monsters in Elder... Okay. Well, I know we get some down there, but we get some up and round here. Ooh, fingerprinty footsteps. Where are you? No, I'll beat you all about. But okay, don't let that take away from what I just said. You're not gonna get on the floor. Just stab me. Come on, hit it, hit it. Do I not have a light bug? Yes. Behave yourself. Take this. And no. One of it. What are you doing? One of these. Not doing a very good job today, am I? Today. X! Yeah. Thought you got me, didn't you? There we go. I'll get there eventually. Take this needs to be a sound. Well, I mean, if there's ever anything that this is going to be so weird. If there's ever anything that I say in a stream that you find funny, clip it and tell me. Fucking hell. Words are hard. That or I'm having an aneurysm. Both are possible. Both are possible. Footprint. Yoink. Damn. Footprint. I know your words footprint, but like footprint. I'll have some of that. Thank you. English is her second language, guys. Give her a break. Exactly. My mother language is sarcasm.
What was Nergigante doing?
I'm a noted for now. 20
well,
minutes in.
What matters is we're hot on its tail.
If you do exclamation mark clip, it will clip whatever you want, and then I'll just go and edit it later. I'm gonna regret that one. Even though I've got it in the thing and in, yeah. So how's the weather? Too late!
Oh no!
It's the explosive hedgehog. Yeah, move. Move now. No? Okay, fine. I did tell you. I did, didn't I? You can scroll through it and back. This is true. Hello, dear. What a lovely chin you have. Ah! Take that time. What a beans and a bit of those. About the way of the chin. Look at the thing. Uh-oh. It farts fire. And poops bombs. Ah! It's the Crimson Chin. It is. Thank you, Peter Bob. Oh, you weren't meant to do that. Wanna die? Oh, bollocks. Woo! I knew that was coming. I do the same after it, but that's lovely. Yeah. Take that. Whoop-a. Ooh. Excuse me, sir. Right, are you gonna This bitch. This bitch. You deserve that because you wouldn't get up. You know what I mean? Ah! Take it! Oh, sugar plum. I need to do something about that, his. Hiya! Oh, by the way. What are you doing? Mother! Thank you, bitch. Stop it! Taking advantage. Woo! No, Archu. Take 9 hits me.
Money don't jiggle jiggle. Hold selects you with the wiggle for sure.
You good?
Stop it.
Woo! I slipped when I sneezed. Yeah, next place you slipped down the fucking stairs. I do appreciate you. Stop it. Being very naughty. Woo! Can. You missed that. Oh, no, it's fine. All good things. What did you do that for? How dare you chin my cat? That sounded different in my head. Little bit.
Money don't jiggle jiggle. Hold selects you with the wiggle for sure.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna tell you I appreciate you, and I'm gonna travel down there and kick you in the fucking butthole. Look at that, you made my hair move and everything. Thank you. I do appreciate it, but stop it. My headphones falling out. Getting all flustered. Is that a promise? Yeah, 'cause I've got big ass feet. Yoink.
Huh?
So we found something. I think that counts. Where's the rod? I thought I picked it up. Oh. I picked the other ones up. Sharpens a weapon, which is technically a chainsaw, so I don't see how that would sharpen it, but fine. You cheeky bugger. Oh, no. Yep. I got a joke, but it's not suitable for stream. There is a Discord. If you feel it's not suitable for stream, there is a Discord. Oh, bad. Don't know, man. Whee. Oh. Oh. Did you pre-order the Wilds Ultimate Edition? Oh, I wish. I think I made money. If I could, I would. It'll just be the bulk standard normal edition for me, thank you. Because it's expensive. Games are so expensive. They are. It's ridiculous. We should write to them and be like, excuse me, cost of living crisis. Yeah. Means we need cheap games. Thank you so much. I mean, I can always potentially upgrade at a later date. I don't know if I could get the CD keys version cheaper. Because it'd be... I'm not telling you shit. Nobody tell them. But I'd be getting it for PlayStation, not PC. Where should I pop the jaw? Just put it in general if you want. Or Twitch, or... I mean, to be honest, the vast majority of people in my Discord are not going to be offended. CD keys is good, but it would be... I've never used it. I know it is good, though. But because I'm, like, predominantly PlayStation game. I don't know. Tell me how much it is. No. I'm sure when I looked at it, it was, like, nearly a $1. Which is ridiculous for a game. Like, eh. You can get codes for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Haha. Take that, Cyber. Sorry, I will crack on with finding things. Whoop! As soon as I grab this. It's good. I have to look. You don't need to look at shit. Unless you're getting it for yourself, then of course you can look all you want, because that's your business. We have an ad starting in 1 minute. I'll do my best. And promise nothing. Woo! Excuse me, sir. That was rude. So was that. Well, if he's just going to keep bloody running away. God damn. Whoop. Excuse me. I'd say in Panda's parlance, it's about 100 plus quid. Yeah, I think so, yeah. For the ultimate one. I'm pretty sure the normal one, like your bog standard game, just literally standard on PlayStation 5, does tend to be between 60 and 70. Your second editions, so like your posh but not quite too posh editions, are about 80 to 90, and then can't get it on CD keys. Oh. Then I'll just be doing it the old-fashioned way.
Boy, this heat is something
oh.
else. Use a cool drink to stave off that heat.
I'm doing it. Damn. Right, oh no, there's a lava fluff. Hi. Nah. Punch you in the chin. Uh-oh. Woo! Oh, really? So he either sets you on fire or he knocks you out. Fan dabby dozy. Get up. Get up. Pete! Shit. This out, motherfucker. Is it the Premium Deluxe or is it called Ultimate? I will. So Premium Deluxe is like you're slightly posh. Ultimate's like you're proper posh. Woo! Thought you got me there, didn't you? Motherfucker. Thank you, Pete. I'm hoping I don't kill it before everybody's back. I got its tail. Got its tail. Philippines. That's no, I mean that's still stupidly expensive, but it's not as bad, like. Because I've seen deluxe and premium deluxe. Oh right, so you'll be deluxe will be your middle premium, deluxe will be your. Oh shit, shit, shit. Ooh. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, you headbutt that thing. Uh-oh. I deserve that. I deserve that. Less deserving of that one. Oh no! We think. Gonna mute, so if you need me for anything, send a message instead. Gonna belt some K-pop and keep going. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. It's nearly dead though. Excuse me, thank you. Right, so if it's nearly dead, I'm gonna get a trap. I'm gonna be good panda and get trapped. You can go in there, you can go in there. Get topped up. I can hear someone squawking on over there like a bloody gun. They must be getting the arses absolutely whooped. Oh no, it's a mess. Do it later. Priorities? That is not a priority right now. Yep. And yep. And yep. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Where the fuck's it gone now? Welcome back from the ads, everybody. So, it's not dead. I'm gonna try and catch it. Also, thank you for staying through the ads. I appreciate you greatly. I appreciate you even if you didn't. Because I hate ads. But I appreciate you more if you stayed. Don't tell the others. Out of ad jail. Yay! Thank you. Ooh, footprint. Where? Where? Oh, I'll find it. Oh, there. Like, I'll find it later. I have things to do. I know they have to have ads. Oh, I didn't bring any tranks. What a tit. Well, look, we're gonna try. We're gonna fail, but we're gonna try, okay? Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Come on, if I beat it up enough, it may just get trapped. Nope, maybe not. I didn't carve its tail. Oh, here. Come over here. Thank you. Ghostly. Oh well, now you can die. I tried, my dude. I tried. Just saying. You saw me. I tried. Oh no. Balls. I deserve that too. I need to pay attention. Gosh golly. Right. Tranks. Tranks would help. Would they not? Not what I want to do either. God damn it. Right. Tranks. 2, 1, 1. You got a free giggle in Discord when you're ready. Cyber has a free giggle in Discord? What about us? Okay, this time. Hopefully. Right, we're gonna equip you. Get you ready. Gonna run, Rudolph. Yeah, it's only for me. Fine. I see how it is. I mean, this is true, I am. Okay. Little bitch. You can see it later. Okay, I suppose when you pour it like that. Take this! One of these! Suck it! Right, I need to go find its bloody tail. Tail. Is he gonna show me? Well, I cut it off in the underground bit, so let's go that way. I think I roughly remember where it is. If it's still there. I really hope it's still there. Come on, keep going. You can do it. Oh, it's still there. Well, according to the map anyway. Yeet. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Busy. Hey. Right. Now, whoops. They're very rude. I mean, I know it's a bug. Still. Look at it. Look off. Up. Separate. Hey, don't you wiggle out the way of the fucking... There, take that. No, don't drink all of that. That's not what I wanted you to do. I keep pressing the wrong button. I know that's shocking information to everybody. So what's everybody got planned with their evening and or weekend? Do tell, do tell. Right, my hair's doing my head in now. I've got my lightsaber chopstick somewhere ready to tie my hair up because I knew this would happen. I knew it. Okay, back up we go. Yoink. Double yoink. Ah, crystal. Where are you? Not quite what I wanted, but I'll do. Gonna have a murder mystery party for your IRL birthday celebration. Ooh, I remember you mentioning that in your stream. That sounds awesome. Have you got everything sorted for it now, have you? That would be very cool. Where's it gone? There it is. My guess is going to be Professor Plum in the kitchen with a lead pipe. I'm doing it on the side while watching your stream. Oh, thank you. Oh. This is going to be the blue one. Possibly. Yes. Do you know what I want to know, right? Why have they all got massive chins? It makes my job very difficult. See? Look at that, man. Proper desperate Dan. plan
find
going
it,
on, eh?
then let's head back to
Okay.
Astera.
Woo! Deserve that. Oh, shit.
Looks like you've been hit with blast blight. You better do something before you get blown to smithereens.
Well, I was trying to fucking do something. That happened. Haha, beat you though. Yeah, you're wrong. Right, excuse me, I'm trying to sharpen my blade. If you would be so kind as to fuck off, that would be wonderful. Fucking fuck off, is it? Nah. Right, you wanna play? Play. Oh, balls. Hello, stream 18 plus. Why? Because I swear like a sailor. Hello. Oh, bollocks. Well, that was rude. That was also rude. 1 minute.
No, you don't.
Timer 10. Took it to the face like a jump. Say nothing. Woo! No, you can go away. It's already dealt with you. This way. Nearly. Aha. Hello there. Woo. Bit smelly there. Probably. There'll be a lot like sulfur. Woo-hoo-hoo. Alright, I'm gonna explode. No, I'm not. I got this. Ooh, got it a bit less. Reskin Jagras. It is a bit, isn't it? But it's the fireball. Yeah. Look at it. Excuse me, I'm punching you in the head. No mind. I'll shoot you. Oh, come on now. It's a bit unnecessary. Righty. Look, we got off on the wrong foot, okay? You said things, I said things. I chopped off your tail. You punched me in the face. Well, chinders. Woo! I danced around a lot. No! Pete! You... Swearword! But I am not allowed to think right now. Right, you don't get lost. Woo! Missed. Yeah, wanna pick on me? That's what happens. It's not. Oh, I didn't even press that button. Gosh darn it. That didn't count as a swear. I suppose another reason I'd keep my streams at 18 plus, sorry, it just popped into my head, is I don't want to feel the need to massively think before I speak in case there is someone that's impressionable in here. Yeah! I broke your chin. Probably really mad now. I broke. Nope. I nearly said a silly. Shocker on it. No. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Find out? No, come over here. Come on. Okay. Come on. Get in the basket. Take it. And that. Yeah. How do you use the slinger to leap on them? You aim and you press circle. And as long as you're aiming at the monster, it should grapple it. But it does use a lot of your stamina. Okay, so that's 2. And apparently we just need to return it. Why is there like salsa music playing? Can you catch it though? I can only fire things at them. Yeah, so you know how you'll L2 to aim, your R2 to fire, and you press circle. It doesn't work on these because they're not proper beasties. Then fire! They made Mountain the Monsters easy mode in an update a year ago now. I mean, I think they always had Mount the Monster, but it wasn't quite as fun. Christ, how many times can you be stabbed with a claw? What are you, Rambo? Right, Key Moses, I nearly saw. Well, technically it wasn't a swear. Ha! How'd you like damn apple? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But I don't have a second menu on the Xbox. A second menu? What do you mean? What do you mean? Now listen. Wherever you are. Ooh. This is where the... Oh, look at it! That's adorable! Or second option. Like, you have fire and action. I only get fire. Oh, okay. Huh. I wonder why you don't have claw shot. Peculiar. Can I yeet? Yeet. Oh, we can yeet. Ooh. Hey, stop. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna make your ears bad. Stop it. Sorry. Dog. Can we go in yet? No. Oh. Do I have to beat more of them up? Ooh. 10 minutes is up. Fuck. Fuckity. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I thought it was a giant face on the wall. Oh, okay. Ooga booga face it is. What are they called? Gadgelackers. That's probably not what they're called at all.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos.
No, we'll tell them. Ooh, fish. So if we get... There's a special fish sometimes that'll appear... It sometimes appears in this one, but when I caught it, it was in the rotten bit. Oh, wait. Is that it? X! Haha. That might be it? No. No, the one I'm thinking of's bigger.
Huh?
Yeah, the one I'm thinking of's bigger. Reminds me of Crash. Oh, the masks, yeah. Don't worry, tomorrow I'm gonna work on a jump scare one where I have like multiple scare options in it and it's gonna be louder. Like I've done the stop it one, the new redeem I've got that has like, it's out of the file it'll have one of 4 or 5 or something. I can't even remember how many, and I made it this morning. I did a thing all by myself. I may have asked Bearded Dad how to, if it was possible, but then I figured it out. More dicks? I mean, it will be Friday. I don't really need her right now. No. Yuki, hello. How are you? If I remember, yeah, you can run up that. Do you know it took me ages to figure out you could run up that when I first played this game? Because I was like, how do I get on there? I was trying to swing off that thing. I'm currently working on getting my VTuber stream set up. Oh, that'll be so good. Will you be using the avatar? That's in Ace's Redeem. Crikey Moses, English bad. I was a very naughty boy in Discord. I'm sorry. That's okay. If you were too naughty, I'll just kick the shit out of you. They are called avatars, aren't they? Because the one that's on Ace's Dream is so pretty. Haha. I'll end the expedition here. Ready? Nope. Don't know when I'm going to start. I'm going to be doing it as a chill drawn time to get better at my art and make some stickers. Later down the road I may do commissions. I personally don't think my art ability is at a level for that yet though. That'll be really cool. To be fair, we always underestimate our own skill. So you may be, but if you're not comfortable with it, then you wait until you are. I like the little item you can use to go back to camp. Oh, the green tree thing. I can't remember what it's called. The green tree. That'll be really exciting. Quite looking forward to seeing you stream now. Hold down that to use the chat feature. No. Prepare yourself for quests. No. Eating meals at the canteen. I have that covered. Covered. I figure my first few streams would be drawing my OC.
I think we have
recently
enough data
bought
on
one,
Nergigante
but until
now.
I contact the
Want to
creator to
report to
see what
ecological research?
I can do to her, I can't change her up or nothing. That's fair. That is fair. I mean, at least you've got one that you can, like, practice with and use for your stream, though, which is good. Have we completed anything? Oh, no. I thought we had. I'll send you pics on sec. Ooh, okay. Storage solution. Torrents that. Well, I don't have one of them. Do have that, though. Oh, yeah. Don't have any of that. Pendant. Storage solution, waterproofing, weatherizing, ancient but fresh. I don't have. Oh, grand ones, whiskers. That's fair. That got us off guard, that did. I can't remember if there's an art one or not. Sharing is caring will work. Do 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 do. Right, I've just looked down. I've got so many notifications. Right, so we've done that. Oh. I said that especially get reaction from yours, Perps Got Stick. I like it. Well, I mean, yeah. Excuse me. I wasn't fed. Don't you ignore me. Thank you. Lunch investigate. No, I don't need that. Registered bounties. Still haven't done it. Okay, fine. Fine. As if pervs wasn't permitted yet.
More importantly,
Blah blah blah. Give me the information on this stuff. Oh, okay. Pink Rathian. There. Should we see?
hey,
because we should be able to make some new armor now. Or at least see what's going on with... Oh. Well, you can wait. No, you can't, because I'm already here. I know you. Exit. Ow. Right. August set off. Hasn't said anything about tail raiders. You can wait. Oh, I suppose you can't really, can you? While I'm here. Hello.
Over here.
Obviously. Wait a long time for this day. Nergigante. We've been eyeing the same price from opposite shores. It be sent. Thank you. Have a quick peek. I can at least look at this. This is what my stream page looks like. The pink will show what I'm drawing as I stream. Oh, wow. That's really good. That's so adorable. I like it. That is going to look awesome.
And listen up.
I want all hunters to begin field work on Nergigante. Of course he does. Because he doesn't have to fight the bloody thing. He
This
just
is it.
stands there.
Us versus
At his
Nergigante.
massive table.
The elder dragon that feeds on elder dragons.
See, that sentence in itself kind of makes you think maybe I should just leave it the fuck alone. The elder dragon that feeds on elder dragons. Nah.
Oh,
I edited the background for a pre-made overlay and added my own little bits to it. It's adorable. That's really, really good. I look forward to seeing it. Right, oh, wait. No. Priorities. Palico equipment. Let's have a look. So. That's a choice. I feel like that's something that, like, probably has recently been worn to an award show, seeing as we're going full Hunger Games on award shows now. And that is a club. That is a club. Okay. Aww. Looks like a little gladiator. That's adorable. And the Legion set. Oh, I do like that one, mind. I do like that one. And these are all better than what we currently have. That one's, well, it's not as good against water or anything else, but I don't really want to get rid of the weapon. I mean, that one's better. I just... What I need is 2 autumn harvest tickets. That's kind of cute too. See if I can get 2 autumn harvest tickets. Right, what does our new armor look like? So we have the beta. Oh, it'll be in our colours, won't it? Armor pigment option. Change to default. Yes. Did it just not do what I said? No, default. Okay, fine. So we can look like a small weird bug thing. Or a big weird... Well, it's not a bug, is it? It's more like a bloody Autobot. Legion. Which, that 100% reminds me of that character out of Black Clover. That can wield water. Is she a princess or something? That is 100% that lassie out of Black Clover. If you know, you know. New message. Ooh! Ooh! That's a choice. Why is it not showing me it? It's just rude. Oh! See, I really like what you've done with it. Yeah, I can see what you mean. You've kept a lot and changed a lot. It looks awesome, though. Now see, if I was going to wear that, I'd wear that one. I mean, I'd rather not. But if I was going to wear one of them, that would be the one. Strategist is just a pair of glasses. Hear me out. Meow. Can I get that in layered armor? No, that's not layered armor. If only it was a panda head. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I don't know why my balls apparently dropped there. Amazing. Right, so we can't do shadow shades. Nope. Definitely not. No. Oh, I can't believe I can't have that as like... I mean, it just means I'm just gonna have to... Just gonna have to have it. Once I got the gear for it. So we'll add it to a wish list because that's happening. We already looked at Zora. Ah, here we go. The big blue chin thing. I could see you rocking it. Thank you. It would be a permanent feature. Any armor that we had, panda head. Oh, and that's literally just a lighter version. Okay. Oh, it's done the colour thing again, hasn't it? Nope. No, it is not. So that's the lava sloth thing. What, the entirety of it? Oh, wait, hang on. What have I done? Oh, it's only... Right, that's the fly thing. Never mind. Pink Rathian. Yeah. I expected more. See, the problem is the armor we've got on technically has the best defense. So it's like, Okay, what is the next mission? Speak to the handler. I must. Nope, wrong. That one. Put you down here. Put you down here. Send you back to Yugo. Yup. Yup. Go there. Okay. Now we go speak to the handler.
Hey, partner.
The commander gave us the official go-ahead to research Nergigante. We're armed with new info. Nergigante is an elder dragon that feeds on other elder dragons, which leave it alone then. Wow. And I thought I had a crazy appetite. That's pretty much it. Oh. Anyway, now we know why the Nergigante only turns up during the Elder Crossing. Pretty much. Because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Thing is, Nergigante didn't get a chance to have its main course when we lured Zora Magdaros out to sea. Bella, will you move, please? Okay. Come on. Up. Lie down. Lie down. I know. During the next ad break, I'll throw it out. Lie down. She's messed about with her ear and now it's itchy, so she's like lying next to my leg, but she's wagging her head side to side so her ears get wagging off my leg.
Nothing can stop us.
Wait. Good girl. Okay. Ooh. So, Nergigante. It's gonna be fun. I'm even going to use a voucher. The wound and the thirst. Got a new cup. Oh, Bill never know it. My Pharaohs was originally supposed to be a wolf fox. Hi, Harold. Thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. I hope you're doing well. That food looks really, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. It's a thing. Anyway, sorry. I had... It said it looked too butch. So I changed it to the one that has redeemed. Might make her look less like a floppy-eared pup and more like a wolf fox. I guess I would like to, so it should work. But yeah, that's where my stream OC concept came from. She's just part human to make it viewer friendly. That is fair. That is fair. I like that character. It's very pretty. But hello, Harold. I hope you are well. Thank you very much for the free sub. I appreciate you. Just quickly gonna dip. Ooh. Ha! If I press the button again. Never mind, it didn't work. Of course it didn't. Why would it work? That would be helpful. Oh. Go. I wonder if grey cells will work now. Come on. Oh, you snot. Not you, Gristle. the streamy thing. The shout out it said. And then threaten it with a bathtub.
Nergigante. The only one who wants to find Zora Magdaros more than we do.
Ah, you made it. On time, too. I like that.
Fishy, fishy. Fishy all the way over there. Can I get any of these ones like this? Hi-ya!
Huh?
Got a fishy. Yuki means snow, and I'm obsessed with foxes and wolves. Aside from pandas, of course. But anyway, I figured I'd combine them all for an OC. The Arctic Fox Wolf Girl. She's supposed to be more womanly, but I'll take what I can get. I really like her. I think she looks awesome. I like how you've combined them though. It's good, it's good. Right. So now we suddenly know where Nergigante is, of course. I know it's gonna kick the absolute snot out of us. Because it's mean. I love that emote. I just did my laundry and got another shout out. Stop! Well, I tried to see if it'd work, and it didn't work. Don't think I'm not going to tell you off for using those biddies either, buggerlugs. But thank you. I do love that emote. Possibly my favourite one. Oh no, I know! Sorry, I'm going to threaten it with a bathtub. It's fine. It's like you work or I'm going to put you in the water. Yoink.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Oh.
Stay calm. Wait. Everybody, calm down.
Hi. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I will get you shouted. How was the stream? I remember this one.
I just gotta. That was. Oh my god.
Long. So how was World of Warcraft other than long? Did you enjoy it? Are you new to it, or are you been playing it for a while? And welcome in, everyone that came in with Duchess. Nearly said Harold, because just as I looked down, there was Harold. I am Panda Pop. We are currently playing a game. Monster Hunter. I'm looking at the screen with the game on it and just... whew. That pretty much sums up how my streams are going to be. I don't feel I need to explain any further. Welcome. I know. We've got about, for those that are just joining us. It was good. No, been playing for a while. I need to warm up. My hands are freezing. Oh, bless you, Petal. Warm them up. Get yourself a nice warm drink. Unless you don't like warm drinks, then just get a massive blanket. We do have an ad in about 12 minutes. So and we're currently hunting for a Nergigante. If I do find it before then, I'll kind of just leave it. Because I don't want anyone to miss it in the ads. And in the ad, I will be going on a be right back screen because I need to sort out the dog. I'll just jump back to the live screen now. You okay now, Panda? I'm always okay. It's a talent. What do you mean head out of the sand? My head is always out of the sand. My spine wouldn't allow me to put my head in sand. Whee! Nailed it. My knees have stopped kneeing. Oh. Oh, hang on. I don't know if you noticed, but I made a specific feature in her hair. All grey, except a little bit on the bangs, which is white. I did notice the white streak in the bangs. I didn't know whether that was like a special feature or if it was just because it looked cool, because it does. But I did notice. I liked it. How have your knees stopped kneeing? I'm curious and concerned. That was my own little touch. I like it. It's very nice. Very good. It's like he's trying to tell me something. I just know it. I mean, normally if loads of things are running, we should join them.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yarp. Nice puppy. I found it.
Run! Smash!
I'm glad you're doing well, Harold. I hope everybody else is doing well too. Right, hold please. Right. Take that, at least. Bad timing? Did I have a bad timing? What did I do? What did I do now? Uh-oh. No. Pop the fucking green thing. Nope. Wow, I can't type. Absolutely fine. I can't speak. Not very well. How? Gosh darn it, stop it! Where's that? They are. I will have my revenge. Just you wait. Not bad timing, bad thing! Run! Cyber, behave yourself! Cowards live. That's a very valid point, actually. If you know, you know. And yes, I just showed my age. I'll put you on a timeout. You watch. You watch. Stop it! You're being a very naughty boy. He is. And he knows it. And he'll be sitting absolutely pissing himself laughing, thinking he's dead fucking clever. Probably going to mention how my accent's starting to kick in a bit. And he can fuck off. You're fighting a giant Mowgli that was fed after me. Yeah. I thought that's what I saw you'd typed, but I was like, I can't quickly scroll. I will scroll back through the chat. See, the laughing just proves my point. Exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I can't do shit. I lied. Sorry. Where the hell was I flying towards there? I didn't even buy their drink. Oh, we're gonna faint. How about you calm your fucking tits for a minute, right? Jesus. Hakuna them tatas, okay? God damn. Be a giant. Don't tell Spike. You won't like someone else trying to top. I ain't saying shit. Right, hang on. To the bathroom. With the heart. That's supposed to know who fed. I know what you meant. It's cool. Totally cool. Cowards live. I should get that on a t-shirt, you know. I'm scared to stream Saturday. Why? Why are you scared, Duchess? I would have might killed. Ugh. It's fine. I'll just stick a bitch strip on it and keep on going. I ain't got time to bleed. Now I'm showing my age. Not that I was alive when that film was made. But it could have been. I might just look really young for my age. I'm gonna take one dose. I ain't gonna do fucking shit with that because I don't have one. Fine. To the bathroom! To the floor! Woo! To the floor! Can you stall? That would be great. That would be, thank you so much. Boop! Ah! Fuck. Panda is my gizmo. She's cute and cuddly and I dare not feed her. I wouldn't feed me either. That's why I'm cuddly. Fed enough. Yeah, man. No. Yep, okay, that was probably a better idea. Fine, fair. Excuse me, thank you, coming through. Swish, 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 swish. Your art. Where you go? Motherfucker, will you just stop? No, they mean, I need to stop pirouetting everywhere. Ooh! Take that, bitch. Ooh, nice one, beat. Swish, swish, swing, swing. Take it back, I'm sorry. Psych! Ow, yep, okay. Woo! Rude as fuck. Again with the rude as fuck. Really? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That went terribly wrong. No, now you listen here. Watching you. Peekaboo! Nope. Yep, nope. Oh, I thought I chopped its tail off there. I was dead excited. This is a terrible idea. Oh, terrible idea! So there's an ad gonna start in 1 minute. I'll probably be dead, so no worries there. Thank you. Stop it. I purposely put a 3-minute cooldown on that because I knew that book was gonna get pushed. Right, get up now. God damn it. What you
Money don't
You can go off people you know. Just saying. Right. Because it ain't going anywhere. And the ad's about to start, and I did say that I'd go on the Be Right Back screen when the ad started. Is there anywhere we can hide? Right, healed. Healed! Because as soon as I Be Right Back screen, here should do. I'll go sort out the dog. Is the ad reminder auto on stream, or do you have to add it? I don't know if you're still here. You were saying, stop it. I was. And he did not. Right. I will be right back. And then I will answer the question. Bad timing. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay. Do 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 do. So, hi. I pressed a button. You did. Hi. For the ads thing, I'm pretty sure it's only... Excuse me. Shush. I'm pretty sure it's only once you're an affiliate you get ads. Hi, Sledge. How you doing? But I've got an ads manager indicator in my OBS, because if you go into... Once you get affiliate or once you get ads, one or the other. If you go into your Twitch account, you go into your creator dashboard, you go into their stream manager. I'm telling you now, don't shout at me, bitch. You go into their stream manager, it will have an ads manager window. You can make that a pop-out window and it'll have a URL. You copy that URL, and in your OBS there is a docs section and you can make custom docs. You'll paste it into there, put it onto your OBS. I've literally got it stuck just underneath my audio mixer, and it'll have when the ad starts, it has your snooze button and how long your ad runs. And it's as simple as that. Did I know something bearded dad didn't know? Oh my god, I am a genius. I'm not. I just so happen to know. Do you play Monster Hunter on PC or PS5? Currently PS5. I do have it on PC, but I haven't played it on PC yet because I had to remove quite a bit of shit to get the memory. No, I have it all set up on my touch portal already. Of course you do. Of course you do. So how are you two lovely buggers doing? How are you, Sledge? And of course, how are you, Bearded? But you did sound all smart and stuff. Thanks. I do that sometimes, you know. Not very often. Sometimes. What's the widget called again? Mine literally just had ads manager written on it. What's the purpose of ads exactly, other than to ruin unsubscribers? But it's Twitch's way of making money, basically. I would 100% co-op the game with you. That'd be so cool. What do you call an illegally parked frog? Toad. 1,000+ hours. I'm saying that like I potentially don't have that. I think I've only got 900 and something, so I'm okay. Anyway, sorry for the delay, dear. Had to go do things, you know. Good thing I went and hid though, because he would have kicked the shit out of us. Your chat is being a canut. And just like that, all of the other fucking currencies from Harry Potter have gone from my brain. Galleon! I've ruined it now. I was gonna make it funny. Just finished making a tutorial for you. Have you seen my newest routine that I did all by myself? I won't have done it properly, but it kind of worked. Have you seen? Stop it. It has different ones. But it does have a 3-minute cooldown because I did not want to continuously hear my own voice. Hi, Pandy. How are you? I nearly didn't take a breath then. The Knut is an anagram for another word. I know that. Technically, it would be a K if it was the Harry Potter coin. But I was still trying to make it funny. How is your chat being a Knut? Don't say that, of course I do. It was sheer dumb fucking luck I did that. Ah. Knock, knock. Hello. Woo. Room service. Look. Like, just 5, learning how to do tarot. Ooh!
Money don't jiggle jiggle. It falls to legacy with the will for sure.
And waiting for a new monitor to be delivered so I can get rid of my 15-year-old one. Fair. As for tarot, I do that. Have you done tarot before, or are you completely new to it? That's the best I've got. Ooh, excuse me, I thought I was going to burp, but then I remembered I can't. My husband will always need you. See? He's good like that. Ooh, ooh, I wonder if I can catch it. I don't know how to make a monkey noise, but... have it. Oh, let's go. I do appreciate you, but fucking tuck it in. Right, right. Stay asleep.
Money don't jiggle jiggle. It falls to legacy with the will for sure.
Excuse me, you should be in a trap right now. This is awkward. Get up. Get up. Ooh, don't kill me. Not right now. Get me out. Ooh, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Ooh. Can't trap it. Oh, shite, yeah. Because it's an Elder Dragon. I forgot. Thank you. And how are you? Nice to see you. I should have used the bombs. Do you mind not trying to fucking impale me? Jesus Christ. Look, I tried to do this the nice way and get you while you were sleeping. Wow. Didn't think I'd ever do that. I can understand your slight annoyance at what I just said, okay? Again. Fine, thanks. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Minus getting mad. Whoops. No tap. Oh, yeah, little. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah. Take it. He killed me, cat. Frick. Oh, he fucking nearly killed me. Oh, no. No. We're dead. Did that happen? Oh, Panda, want me to make SpongeBob laughing for you. Why? I don't know why, but SpongeBob pisses me off.
You are watching a master at work.
Yes, you are. I need to get more health potions. Don't let that take away from what I just said. Grr. I didn't mean to look up at trousers there. Oops. Right, so. Thanks.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
It'll have to be acceptable because it's all I've got. I am only human. Stop it. That was horrible. I didn't see that redeeming. That was right in my ears. An actual vocal of me doing a SpongeBob laugh for you to abuse as a sound effect. Ah! That makes a bit more sense. I mean, I still hate SpongeBob though. No. Off I've just realised that Isaac was said off. Off what? Do you mean you're off? If so, goodbye. Thank you for having me and I appreciate you. I can do a number of vocals for from random shows and movies. Fair. I stim a lot of random things from shows and movies, as I'm sure none of you are really surprised at, given the amount of, like, shite I spew. I'm like Dinozo, except female and definitely not able to work in the NCIS. Right. I know I can't trap you this time. I also didn't bring any bombs. But I brought rations. I love Monty Python. I feel like everyone has at least one Monty Python they really like. If they don't, they're lying. You know what I mean? Okay. Life of Brian, yeah. That would be my go-to.
He's not the Messiah.
Ooh! Motherfucker. Ah! Oh. That was well played. Well played. We had a family friend that had that song for their funeral. You piece of shit! Anyway. That was just rude. Motherfucker hits like a truck, to be fair, though. Right,
Money
bombs.
don't jiggle,
Bomb.
It falls. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
I applaud the use of the tombstone. It's like, well played, well played. Just wait. You've got a stream soon. Mm-hmm. So do you. So do you. I'll get you too. That duck is awesome though. Blah, 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 blah. You're pointless, you're pointless. So am I. Need definitely. Now where are my bombs? I'm actually gonna take one of them. Well, I'm like, motherfucker, where are my bombs? He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy, exactly. Hello, Mr. Maxwell, how are you? Oh, the Harmacist is streaming? Oh, I did not know. Right. Bombs. Gonna take one of them too. Whee! No, Gigante hit like Thomas the Train. He hits like every single motherfucking one of them going high speed. Right in your face. Bad apple time. The slurp noise just... Yeah, I know where it is. Stop it. Stop it. Right. Yeah, you just snore away, motherfucker. One. Two. No, stay. Now, is there anything I can use in this fucking... there's no ice there. Oh, shit. Never mind. Oh, I haven't even got up. Let me out. Let me out. If you fucking kill me right now, I'm gonna be so mad. Do not even do it. Do not even do it. Damn. Right. I'll get it this time. You just watch.
Money don't jiggle jiggle.
You bitch.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Panda, you died. I did. I did die. Stop it. So many noises. It was only a little death. Just a smidgen of a one. I'm going to call you Skittles. Because I want to taste your river. Mandy. Call me. I was in Harms's stream, so I was late. I bet you bloody heard to tell you not to, though. Clip. Bet you say that to all the girls.
Run, bitch! Run!
I did. That's why I came back. Bollocks. Okay, I get it. I died. Damn. Right. What I'm going to do this time is try not to die and fail. It's a given. Right. Don't need that.
If that was Tarkov, that last guy right there is dead, okay?
You can go down there. You. Bombs. Little bombs. All the bombs. Oh, thank God it wasn't one of the new ones. Oh, are your new ones really bad? Flash.
Choose your fighter.
For Dark Omen wishes to make a change.
Okay.
Switch X.
We can try. Also, I think we have the Defender switch axe. I'll double check. And I'll upgrade it if I can. Does that work for you? I know I should do this after stream. I'm sorry, but it's pissed me off. I don't like it. Jesus, why is it such a mess? Heavy or longbow with slice or pierce ammo. I think normally when I was hunting the Nergigante before, I would use the bow gun with all of the above. Okay, so got that. Can I make any max potions? Even better. Ooh, bomb. Oh. Bomb. By the way, Panda, are you getting wild? I am. I paused from talking to VCs and breaking people. Hello, my dear. How are you doing? Oh, sorry. I just realised that part. Perfect. I made it just in time to hear Pandy's pickup and your reaction. How are you doing? Whoop. Oh, you little snot. Not you, dear. Not you, dear. I'm doing great. Good. Farcaster. I think I've already got... Yeah, I've got some of them. However... Stop pressing the wrong button, stupid git. poison smoke bomb. Poison smoke bomb. She was talking top. Nice co-op stream? Who? I am confused. Good to restock healing. Ah, right, fair point. Yep, fair point. We top an anomaly now? That's what I was thinking. Is she topping from the bottom? Naughty. No. Moving on. Right, you go down there. Can't believe I didn't think the forecast thing for topping up potions. I mean, I kind of can't believe I didn't think of it because it's me. I need some top. It's been what, right? Damn. It's been even longer than that since I've been topped. That was unnecessary. If that gets clipped, I'm deleting it. Oof, I feel called out.
Full steam ahead!
Reet. Switch axe. Let's go. I think we can upgrade the switch axe. Shop finding. Dibs. Oh, there you go, Cyber. You're so id. Demon Drug and Armor Skin is good when you're in a fight. I know I wasn't initially going to use them. Mainly because I forgot about them. But like, yeah, I know. I really should. Right, Defender Switch Axe. I cannot upgrade from what it already is. Can I make a different one though? Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that one wasn't too bad. Well, I don't need... Blast is completely pointless. So, well, against an Gigant anyway. I mean, the bone one, it's not as good as what we've... Well, none of the rest of what we've currently got, because it's all gone. Change equipment to said switch axe. What's the pay for a gig like that? Sorry, I got bills. Depends on what website you use. Some people would pay good money. So I've heard. Look at the Meowscula shelf. Shelf? Chef. Money. Speaking of meat, I'll see myself out. When did this become a whorehouse? Probably when I moved in. I'm not reading that out loud.
All right.
Right. This time. I will get my ass kicked. I could technically put an SOS out. Technically. Charity is a tax write-off. I mean, not wrong. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Have I not got a demon bag? Apparently not. Oh, I know one thing I didn't do though. Hang on. I made one of those and didn't put it in the bag. Ooh. Oh wait, I've got one in. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, Panda. I'll stop encouraging. Oh no, you two go right ahead. I don't mind at all. DM me. No, share with the class. Living vicariously through you both. To be fair, we are in VC and encouraging oh well, there you go. Hi, Griffin. He's like, shut up, I'm gonna go sleep.
Nergigante, the only one who wants to find Zora Magdaros more than we do.
Yeah, I know. He showed me that when he kicked the fucking it out of me. Right, hang on. How is this dialed? Because I'm not going to have time to look at it while I'm dying. See? It's already bad. Hard shell powder. Doesn't really poison us. There's any point in that. That always goes at the end, because, obviously. Yes, cat, I know. Shush. Alright, that should kind of do it. Vitality Mantle. I'm not sure if I have the Vitality Mantle. To be fair. Oh, no, read that one. I don't know if I'm being dumb, but I can't find the ads manager thing. I can share screen with you after stream. It may not automatically be up. You may have to go into the, you know, add additional or something, but it is there. Somewhere. No, deal! You're making a lot of deals tonight. Right, no, I didn't need to pick that up. Don't pick things up. This is not a pick thingy up kind of time. I was thinking the same thing. Just making deals left and right. Right. I want to take that. Where's the cat? Oh. I want to do that. And I'm going to die. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Nope, you beat me to it. Bollocks. I've returned with tea, chocolate, and hobnobs. Ooh, really? Well, that was rude. Very quiet. We're hunting that bat. That does not need responding to right now, just a heads up. So, hear me out. Hear me out. I can't remember the buttons for this weapon, so hear me out. Right. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, sorry. Shit. Saw that coming. Sorry, that was an obscure reference. We're hunting weapons. Yes, we are. Well, currently we're rolling around on the floor. Something Anomaly inside we may be doing later. Whoop-a! See, that annoys us when they're like, oh no, I can't stand properly. It's like, fucking why not? I know why not, but why not? Rude. All the rudes. All the rudeness. Ooh, kind of deserve that a little bit. A little bit. No. Yeah. Go on, Pete. Grab his dick and twist it. Can you stop jumping around? Saw that coming. Whoop! Thank you. Ow. Oh, I thought I chopped it off there. Nope. Yep. Nope. It's very clunky. Well, it's not clunky, it's just large and difficult to handle. I said what I said. Because that's the tone of this chat right now. All aboard! That did nothing. Oh, ow. Yep, ow. Come on, come on. No. Swear to God. Really, I rolled out of it. Nope, just haven't used it yet. Use it! Thank you. Oh, opportunity strike! Ooh, Betty! Get him. Sweet Jesus. What does not need to be responded to right away? Bugs Bunny let himself go. Just a bit in there. It's fine. Right. Nope, wrong button. But here you go, have some life anyway, because fucking Lord knows I need it. Okay. I'm gonna die.
Do it.
I am doing it. Oh, wrong button again. Oh well. Did it now. Did it now. Woo! Right on up in my face. Chop off. No? No choppy uppy? Okay. Don't shout at me. I was on a roll. So is he, in the opposite direction. Ow, there's that. No, don't do that. Kind of do that. I need to get like anti-daze stuff. Thank you, cat. Good boy. You are not though. Very mean lady. Thank you. Ooh, no, I fucking can't. Where's that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Leave my friend alone. Oh no. Nope. Nope. Roll, bitch, roll! Ooh. Roll more! Fuck. Are you shit out there? Swap. Now. Swap. You just wasted all that time because you want to sort you out. And yes, I'm going to blame the character. Because I can. You done? Okay, that was rude of me to ask. I shouldn't have asked that, sorry. I was just playing. All good things, all good things. Ooh, that's good. Definitely life's good. Yeah, stop it, big bitch. I almost messed the word up in that sentence. Oh no! Stop it! Let me tell you something! No, that's a definite no, because you're not even hitting shit. Go on, chop Taylor. Or his elbow. That works too. Oh, kinda, yep. Hurry! Quick! No. No. Bitch. Pete! Oh, fuck. We're gonna die now. Oh, no. Go, Pete! Take one for the team. Good boy. We've all been there. Wow, Pete is just getting shit on. Woo! Pete is the true hero. Yeah, he is. 100%. I'd have nothing without Pete. Ow. No.
Money don't jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle.
You were waiting with that, weren't you? Right. I've been waiting for ages. You know the idea is to hit the mod. Is it? Oh. I wonder if I've been getting it wrong. I'll try. Okay. Oh, no. Have one of them, pet. I know, it can be a bit confusing, but yeah, it can. I thought we were like... Really making progress and we're going to be friends and everything. Now you tell me I've got to hit him? Oh, man. I believe in you. Thank you. Rita. Let's go die. I love how straight after I said that, the palico was like, yeah. Stop it. Ooh. There's no way my own voice is going to be a jump scare. That's ridiculous. Whee! Not what I wanted. Woo! Oh, hang on. No, I said hang on. You ain't hanging on for shit. Poison your ways. See if it'll actually get any fucking help. What? Oh, he's poisoned. Who's that? Oh. And help me. Oh, I didn't do that. Whoa. No. Damn it. Yeah, you better run. Oh, I just took that, didn't I? Right, I need to take that. Where did the powder go? Oh. Right, bombs! All the bombs. Bombs now. Oh, this confined space is the worst bit. God damn it. I mean, it's a scary voice to have, you know. Have you heard us? Jesus. I was going to say you'd be scared too if you sounded like this, but yeah, probably. Oh, don't wake up. Oh, let the cat do that! That works too! Now look! I get it. I understand. Cat's a bit of a dick, okay? Woo. And you missed. You missed all that and you missed, really? You deserve that. Woo! Fuck you! And you missed again. You deserved everything you get. Look at the face at the beginning and the end. No. I wanna look at shit. Fucking take some. Oh. Ooh, thank you, Pete. Oh, fudge. Nope. Nope. Get fucked. Every time. no, no, no. This thing. This bloody creature. Can I eat again? Oh.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it falls. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
You can go off, people. Yeah? You know how you want my help later? Fuck you. Bombs, please. All the bombs, please. Right. If it doesn't work this time and I die this time, I may send an SOS. Maybe. Or use the gun. The gun's good. Panda crotch shot. I am going to attempt to give him one of those, yeah. I've just realised what you meant though. Oops. I'll be prepped. No, you won't. Behave yourself. Wait. Never mind. You can actually do it this time? Hey! Nearly. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. That thing hits hard, man. I will get it.
You money don't jiggle jiggle. It
Fuck off.
falls. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Why is it so mean? I know why it's mean. If I remember correctly, the first time I played this game, I didn't manage this solo. Why'd you wake him up? He was sleeping like a baby, now he's cranky. I know, but I can't. I originally was gonna trap him, but you can't trap elder dragons, and I forgot. And I have to do it. It's for the greater good. The greater good. I'm going to swap to the light gun. See if that helps. Ouch. Once the game loads, because even the game's kind of like, oh, we're doing this again? Yes. Yes, we are. Ooh, there's a danger pickle being sighted. Right, I'm going to have to craft items as well. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't really need that. This time, Panda, I feel it in my bones. That's just old age. I mean, it might be, but I'm not one to judge. I'm allowed. You gave me the, you know, you meant to hit the monster before, so I'm allowed to retaliate. Right, need them. Need to craft a fuck ton of stuff. gifting list. Just topped up my bits, so I'm ready for more attempts. Behave yourself! Explain to me what a coffee is. I've heard a lot of streamers reference it recently. It's like a tip website. I couldn't think of the word website there. So you can go on and you can, like, it says buy them a coffee. So you can just basically gift people money on it. But it's always like, we advise that you have one of these. Are you a sacred flask? Because you're the healing bolt my wounds. Oh my goodness. Man, you're on a roll. Stop it. Lip. So we've got that, I can't really make a lot of things. I need to go on an expedition. I suppose I can make some of them though. I can make one. Thanks. Right. So we need that and 2 of them. And change equipment. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. We've got an advert coming up in about 3 minutes. So I won't set off for the expedition until the ad has not expedition, quest. Until the ad is over. I've already been in there. What are you doing? Right. What gun do I already have? And what bullets? Oh, okay. That one's actually pretty good. No slicing though. Slicing is quite a good one to have. So let's see what we can make. So that's one we've got where no slicing. Enough slices. Oh, look at the fluff bat one. That's kind of cute. Oh. It's kind of cute. I won't be able to make that one. Slicing. Oh, only one at a time. Sticky is quite handy. That is good though. Thunder element. Top mod. Oh, that one carries 2 slicing. Ooh. I'm saying that like I can make it. So I've already got one of them. I'll just make one of these. And then I'll go on the upgrade bit. You got 10 seconds-ish. Right, we'll not equip it yet. We will go on upgrade. Nope. Okay, no slicing so far. No slicing so far. Can't do that one. Can do that one. Just have dragon. Let's see. Saturday is my birthday, so I'll be doing a stream. Probably start with Destiny and then go from there. Need to work on sound alerts tomorrow and have a think of fun redeems. Ooh, that'll be good. I'll have to pop in. Happy birthday! Slicing. Oh. And sticky. And poison. And okay, that one. I'm aiming for that one. Aiming for this one. So Barry first. Oh, you bitch. I just need one broth claw. Can I make one at the melder? Hi, blanket. Bye, blanket. Woo. I don't know why I went woo, but I did. Off to watch some stuff before sleeping meds kick in. Bye, bye. Bye, Duchess. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope you sleep well. I don't know if you can hear me. I do that. I do that. Bye. Yawn. And. Hearts. Yes, whatever, lady. I want to see if you can... Oh, that's so unfair. Oh, I can make these though. Should be able to make the rest of the gear for the cat now. Oh no, why can't I just have a Barry claw? That's so mean. Okay, second one it is. We'll get there. Maybe.
Oh!
Right, wasn't that one? This one? Still no slicing. Do get paralysis though. I was gonna say, I'm sure I've got another one. Can I upgrade this any further? Before they get back. Aha. So we can go up here. Then what's this do? Still slicing. I cheeky smiled. Ooh! Hello. I'm gonna have so many clips to look through. That does look good. That does not. It does. Panda always gives cheeky smiles. Panda doesn't realize she's giving cheeky smiles. Panda just thinks her face is doing what it fucking well wants to do. But shut up. You guys are gonna make me blush. Right. It's poofy. I know you can't see his point, but I am. Look. You ready? You ready? Isn't that just so cute? Adorable as fuck. That's weird. Can we do... Oh, we can do the rest of the ghost set. It's happening. It's happening. Fuck. Yeah. I love that. I love that so much. So good. Right, I am going to make that weapon though, because the fact it's got dragon may fucking help. Granted, paralysis is also very helpful, but dragon. And it just looks cute. I show you if we have Nergigante armor? No, I cannot. Okay. Like 57th time's a charm. Want to get the bullets. And they forgot the bullets. Okay, what bullets can we actually have? We can have them. No, don't do that. Just do that. I hate them ones. Yep. Yarp. Yarp. Ooh, normal 3. Nice. Recovery ammo, helpful. Slicing ammo, a must. Poison ammo, fabulous. Poison, pierce. Do I not have exhaust? I never see the point using spread ammo, it's just not. It doesn't like me. We can't use 3. Cluster bombs, nope. Slicing, got flaming, no. I can't see water ammo being too helpful, but what do I know? Paralysis. All of it, please. Or just 4 more. That'll do. Sleep ammo. Can't use exhaust, okay. If it means I can punch it in the head a little bit, go for it. Got recovery. Can't use Wyvern. Right. See how close. Also, sorry, I didn't say that. Thank you for coming back from the ads. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I did not say it earlier. I am rude as fuck. Right, this time. Maybe. Gonna push. Join quest. Go on quest. Nope, not that one. I hope everybody's enjoying watching me get my butt absolutely whooped. That's gonna make us hungry. Sorry, I can't. There's only so many times I can say that before I'm like really fucking hungry. I am, of course you are. You're being mean. Are you enjoying it too? Yeah? Just like proper chilling on the edge of the sofa, elbows up and everything. And yeah.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds.
That was naughty. Stop it. Sure. Tell him. Tell him. Just stop it. Or don't tell him at all. No, you can't get on the chair. What are you doing? You can't get on the chair. Get down. Bella. Stop it.
The only one
exactly.
Who wants to find Zora Magdaros more than we do.
Bella. Not the time, pet. Excuse me for 3 seconds. Get down. Oh, now your leg's stuck. See? Silly. I dance every time I hear that alert. What? The stop it? Okay. I'm gonna die. I got vanilla oat milk. Fair. I can never get away with oat milk. The bitties alert. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, why do you dance at stop it? Stop digging. Stop it. Right. W. I probably should have changed to see if I had one on the mantles, but here we are. But! There was a but. There was. There was a but again.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to
For
see you
Pandy.
wiggle,
Don't you
wiggle,
drag
for
Pandy
sure.
into this. She'll encourage you.
For Pandy.
Sticky. Bitch. I don't like you. You don't like me. Right, can you see? This is what's gonna happen. It's not what I wanted you to do. It's what I wanted you to do. Oh, I didn't customize the bolt gun. For the love of all that is holy. Oh! He got me! Move. Take that. Oh no, I need to see them all. One of those. Woo! Deserve that. No, don't deserve that. Don't deserve that at all. Leave me alone. Let me tell you something. Oh, not what I want to do. That's the condensed version of the twerks I have. I like it. No. Bad. Bad kid. Yeah, stay there. That's great. No. That's not what I said. Sticky number one. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Get up. Look it. It's gonna kill us. Nice. I'll try really hard. Your MOT is overdue. No, goddammit. This is how people feel when they get them phone calls. I missed. Look, I get it. I wouldn't like being shot at either, okay? But you're a dick. So... kind of serves right. See? Look at you being all pricky and stuff. Slicing. Nope. Yep. Well, that was rude. I may have a better chance with this. Maybe. Can I extend that? No. I can take another one of them. I can take another one of these. And let's go. Only a bit, though. Only a little bit. I knew you could do that. That's why I did that. Fucking like them apples, you bitch. I take it back. I take it all back. No. Can I get through? Thank you so much. Oh, you fucker. That was close. That was closer. Stop trying to bite me. Jesus. How many bullets do I need? I need to make the reload faster on this gun. Ha! Woo! Bollocks. Woo-wee! I do believe it's poison. Stop trying to bite us. Tell you. No, they can't eat it. Thanks. Hello, Harmicist. How are you? How was you? Are you still streaming? Or how was your stream if you are not? Hello.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
Oh.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
I can't stay calm. Have you seen what I'm fighting? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Harmicist. How was your stream? I got my ass handed to me 3 times by the same guy. Same. Simon, stop it. Oh, no. Woo. Oh. But yeah, same. This thing is... See? See? But welcome in. For those who are currently with the Harmicist that may not have been... I'm just going to ignore you now. I'm not. I'm going to absolutely fucking knock you. My name is Panda Pup. Unless you watch that horror show... No, it's not a show, it was a movie where the tree... Don't know who that is the tentacle.
Is that a scary movie?
No, it was, what's it called? Ashbert? No. Or is it? Is it Asperger's of Evil? Oh, that one. That Mike just said.
Asperger's versus evil.
Ash versus... Asperger's versus Evil. I nearly said it again. Asperger's is what I said. Want to see something cute as well? Oh, good lord. I want to know. I feel like I'm getting... Yeah, what's going on? Could anyone understand her? It's like she's speaking another language. Feck off. Not like I'm speaking another language at all. You're so mean. Is your heart like a smithing stone? Because you're making me better every day. Aw. Thanks. You should have seen the one she said earlier. It was like, damn. Okay. Great. And Cyber's just being mean. Right, take one of those. And take one of those. No, take one of those, you stupid. You can try some of that. Oh, we have like... Too late. Jeepers! At least let us land. Christ! Oh, and then you run away? Really? I'm crowdsourcing them. Fair. I've been waiting for, like, you know, was your dad a baker? Because you've got great buns. Or something. Do your legs hurt? Because you've been running through my mind all night. Or something. Oh, see, and now I'm gonna have to take. Oh no, no. No, I'm not. Fuck you. And ooh, is it one of these I can shoot? There's something up there I can shoot that basically like cracks him right in the noggin. No. There. That one. That was the one. Thank you. He did it to himself, but it worked. Woo. Now you listen here. Whoop-a. What? Are you a parking ticket? Because oh my god.
Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you, mwahaha.
Mwahaha. Terrible. Oh, we have one left. The last dandelion. I love that I'm getting more. Oh! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's not leave me alone. You're not very good at this leaving alone business, huh? How about one of them? And some of that. One of those. Alright. Oh my goodness. Are you Googling these? Now, hang on a minute. You just wait a second. Okay. Got a weird brain and remembered shitloads. That one's worked for us before, Jesus. Mind you, you've told me other lines that you've used that have worked for you, so I shouldn't be surprised. Stop it, I'm trying to think. Do you know how difficult it is for me to think? Oh my goodness! Hi! How you doing? How was your stream? I'm not good at pickup lines, but I know that. Like, if you think I'm flirting with you, I'm not. If you're making you uncomfortable, I'm probably trying to flirt with you. Whoop-a. Hi, Sirius. How are you? Can I have a shouty for Sirius, please? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, hello.
That?
New megs are broken in seas. Oh.
No, I can't buy from the shop yet. Do you?
No Gigante material. Where is the... Thank you. Where's the Gigante material? I don't see it. No, I'll see it. Yeah, material. Where'd you go? Ooh! There he is. You missed my cheesy one. Oh, did I? Oh, no. Here I am, so what are your other two wishes? No, that's mean. Don't say that. Has that worked for you? Sticky ammo, fuck you. Oh, he's up there. No, got laughed at with that one. Shocker. I do not understand how that could have happened at all. At all. Here we go. If he fucking jumps down. Listen here, you pointy prick. Ooh! Big talk for someone getting the fucking ass handed to them. Ah! You're a classy bird, Cyber. You are a classy bird. Oh, no. That was not deserved. I was speaking the truth. No! Oh! Holding on by a fucking midgie's knacker here. Come on. You bitch.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Fall out, people. Stop it! Right, manage, top up the bullets I do not have. I don't know. Okay. I know one thing I want to see. This. I do have the Vitality Mantle. That's going to be quite handy. I'm having so much fun tonight. Because you're mean. I am as well, actually. Mine is the biddies. Right, ready. Sorry, I've just realised I didn't do the spiel. I probably shouldn't call it spiel. For those raiders that came in with Sirius, welcome, obviously. I am Panbob. I'm gonna repeatedly die. Not even an exaggeration, that's all we've done since we found this guy. Yeah. I can't imagine why though. Seems so nice and peaceful. Oh, right on the tooth. I'd be mad at that one as well. I was near him. I was being mean. Now you're being very mean. Behave yourself. If you and I were socks, would be a great pair. If you and me were socks, I'd have... No, can't say that. Basically, would be like old and decrepit. Or at least I would. Go on, say it no. No, because I'm on the internet. Shit. Ah! motherfucker. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, yep. Go away. No, don't kill me. I said don't kill me. You and me both, Cap. You and me both. Oh, that worked. It worked. It worked. What are you doing? Sticky ammo. Well, it worked for like 2 seconds. Jesus. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Oh, that was the wrong button. I don't think I'm gonna be able to solo this thing. Not unless I go on a fucking massive expedition and get loads of shit. Okay. That's just so mean. No.
Money don't
Damn it.
jiggle. Balls, I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Ow. I kind of want to keep attempting this until I get it. But we are on the 3-hour marker and I'm starting to hurt. So tomorrow we will do this. We will do this. Kick the shit out of it. I'm too quick, or so I've been told. Oh, I wouldn't brag about that. I'll also, while offline, do an expedition to get a load of items, because that bit will probably be boring on stream, so I can craft a load of things that will help. God damn. That thing is mean. I forgot how mean it was. How could I forget how mean it was? God damn. So, when it loads. Oh, come on. Thank you. Everything in this game is just having my life today. Saved. Okay, ready? Ready?
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
You may as well have the rest now.
You. I will have my revenge, right? I will. Just you wait. I appreciate you greatly, but I'ma fucking slap the shit out of you. Right. Got me bussin'. Who do we raid? Ooh, please do. I'll make sure you don't like it. I will. Let's have a look. Who've we got? So, our options are, we've got Nev with Sea of Thieves. We have Neon with Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm not sure if that's the first one or the second one. I think it's the first one. Or we go to someone new and stick with Monster Hunter. Something about a woman. What do we think? Ow, that hurt. Ooh. Do we have a preference? No preference for you. Do. I'll have a quick look in same category. Well, that's French. That's Spanish. That's Portuguese. Why on earth do they not put any of the English ones at the top for us? Italian? Spanish? Japanese? Okay, so we're going to be doing just someone that we're following. There's not a language filter. I don't know. There probably is. And I've not looked at it. We'll do Nev, because I can't remember the last time I actually rated Nev. We don't need that song on. Because I will sing along with that song. We don't need that song on. Okay, right. Focus. Unless anyone has any requests or suggestions on who we could raid. Oh, or we have a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 with drops enabled. Actually, I think I'll do that one. And I pressed the wrong button. I know it's my stream, but I like to ask. Orthodox.
Now, Sora, let's close this door for
I love that game.
Close it, Sora, you dirty rat bastard!
Take care of her.
I wasn't expecting that. Nice. You just looked at him as well. Yeah, I just spotted there. I was like, oh, hang on. Drops enabled as well. So, we have Raid Subscriber. Thank you for sticking in the stream. I appreciate you greatly. So, you lovely bunch. Thank you for sticking with me again through what I'm assuming is 2+ hours of just dying. We will be back tomorrow with the same game at the same point, probably dying for the same amount of time. Good night, Gracel. I hope you sleep well. And good luck with the rest of your planning. I'm excited for your party. It'll be cool. So if we could stick around, and if you wish, obviously, and say hi. We're going to say Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'll get more bits for the occasion you fucking won't. I appreciate you all, except Iva. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. But thank you for being here. Thank you for all the raids. I suppose thank you for the biddies. You bugger. And I'll see you guys